Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at issues 67 through 70 of the Imperium magazine, Premium Kit 4, and a special guest model later on in the video. So loads to go through here. This is one of the better deliveries. Really cool to get this special model, the magazines and the Premium Kit 4, which is a really good one. So we'll put this special guest to one side, come back to that later, and we'll start with the magazines. Now, these came in this big envelope, and sometimes they put too much in these flimsy envelopes, and it got really destroyed in the post. Luckily, all the parts are okay. But if this happens to you, and you find that you get any of your magazine parts damaged, I've found that Hatchet Part Works are very good at replacing things that are damaged or fixing any mistakes, so don't worry too much. But yeah, so hopefully that won't happen to you. But here we go, we've got 4 issues to go through, so in the video we'll get them open, flick through and have a good look at all the contents. And let's get started with issue 67. Oh, and great news, the Imperium is going to be available in Japan soon, so that's really good. And they're going to start from issue number 1, right from the beginning, so check that out. But here we go, 67 is going to give you the technical Tesseract Glow, and you're also going to get the white paint as well. This is the layer white scar, but you can see with the Tesseract Glow, it's certainly split as it's been sat for a while. White scar as well. These are generally not very good, the white paints, and if you look inside, look at those lumps. That's going to take some serious work with some ball bearings and a shaker. But I'm trying out some new white paints from the Duncan Rhodes range, which are much better, and I think that could be my go-to paint from now on. I'll do that soon on the channel. So here we go, let's start off with Silver Templars. We're going to learn about those. We've got some great images of tanks in here, the battle tanks for the Space Marines. These look awesome. The Gladiator is a fantastic tank. I play it a lot with my Imperial fists. I just think it's great. Then we're going to learn about Commander Dante as well, Lord of the Host, and then Mephiston, Lord of Death, and then through to the How to Paint guide. We've pretty much got almost all the paints now, so here's the final gallery for the Necrons, and you can see all the models that are going to come in the collection. We've still got some to come in later issues, and this is just giving you a good idea of what they're going to look like painted up. The Canoptic Wraith is awesome, one of my favourite Necron models. I can't wait to kill some of that with my Marines. And then here we can see, using those paints, we can add some finishing touches to the other models so far. Then we've got a tutorial, the Activate Advanced Protocol Action for the Adeptus Mechanicus, and a veteran mission called Complete the Scan. And you can see the next issue's that awesome Canoptic Wraith, and then some pretty cool Ultramarines. So 68, here we go. This is the Canoptic Wraith. This is the 3rd one, so we've had 2 already delivered, which is cool. I've got to have 3 of these. Brilliant to fight against, I think. It's going to be great fun to get these ready. Here's the base. I'll get that measured up in a second. And here's the single sprue, so you get all of this model in there. You're not waiting on part 2 or anything like that in a future issue. All on one sprue. Some really nice pieces. Great to build and put together. And let's get the ruler, and then we can measure up that base so you know how big it is. That's going to be 50mm across the base. So in this issue, it's going to tell us how to build this. We're going to learn about some Necron Warlord traits. We're looking at the Dead World here, Grand Bastion of the Zazrakan, the 3rd Tyrannic War. So we're really starting to build up some lore now, and we're going to learn about Trazyn the Infinite, Imhotep the Storm Lord, and then onto the how to build sections. And I say it every time in these videos, these how to build guides are really good in these magazines. Really clear, nice and colourful, taking you through every step of the way. Same with the paint guides. I really like these. It can be a nice change from watching a video. Every step is covered and you can take your time going through it at your own pace. Now we're on to the tutorial, so we're really starting to get to all the proper rules now as well. Another mission to play through, and let's have a look at issues 69 and 70 now, where we're going to get the Ultramarines Calgar. So here's the first one, 69. This is going to be part 1 of this set, so you get 3 miniatures in the unit, and the first one is going to give us Calgar himself. So this is a really nice sprue. This is a big character for the Ultramarines. Really nice to add this to the collection now, and so we haven't got many models to come actually, and the ones that are coming are brilliant. So as this comes to an end, this magazine, we're getting the really good stuff now. So we've got the Victrix Guard coming in issue 70, and Calgar here. We get a pull out, so we're going to be looking at some more lore there, the rise of the Primarchs, Some great artwork in this collection. I often overlook it just because I'm concentrating on the models so much, but the artwork's fantastic. So much work has gone into this. A lot of it's taken from the main rule book, but still, this pages like this look awesome, telling you how the different weapons work, giving you little snippets and lore, enough to give you a good flavour about what each character's all about. I love seeing all these like pictures of the Space Marines, the tanks, so it's really fun to flick through. I must get some of these, especially with the points changes now. We really need some more big tanks like Vindicators and things like that. Then we're going to look at Rogue Trader. So this is interesting, looking at some more characters. Might give you a clue as to what we can expect later on in this video as well. And so we're just getting a little bit of information there as well. So I didn't think that would be included. So that's a nice little read. Then the how to build guide as well. So you're going to get the section here for building Calgar. And the final bit will be in the next issue. Then we've got Space Marine rules for Warlord traits. So again, building up these rules and another mission. You're getting loads of missions here, and then we can see what's coming in the next 3 issues of the magazine. So that's 69 covered. Let's move on to issue 70. And here it is. So this will be part 2 of this Calgar and Victrix Guard collection. And this little sprue, whoop, just bang the camera. This little sprue is going to give us 2 models, but we also get all 3 of the bases here. So if you bought issue 79, don't worry, Calgar's 50mm base is included in 70, and then you got 40mm base for the Victrix Guard. So here's the sprue with both of those models on. I'm not a big fan of these, but I do like the look of the shields. Now I've seen the sprue. I think it's the like the helmet and the face mask looking thing that I don't like. But yeah, the shields are pretty cool, aren't they? They look really good, and obviously great detailing all round, but yeah, I'm not sure about these models for me, but we'll get them built anyway and add them to the collection. Right, let's have a look through the contents of issue 70. And right away, we've got Marneus Calgar, the Chapter Master, and this is giving us info about the gauntlet he wears. You've got the battle record, and then the Victrix Honor Guard, Elite Veteran Bodyguards, all their details as well. I really like these sections. Then we're going to learn about Kaldor Drago, the Supreme Grandmaster of the Grey Knights, Karen Crow, and then into our how to paint guide. And now using all those paints that we've had delivered so far, we can pretty much get these guys finished and ready for battle. And they've shown you here how to do the head separately, and so that's a nice tip if you want to follow that. On some models you kind of have to, on others you can get away without it. Then you've got the data sheets for the units there, another tutorial, Precision Strike, and we're going to look at a veteran mission, Surgical Assault. So loads of missions to play with the collection. And then next we're going to get 71 and 72 in the next video, and I'll go through all the contents of that. But first we have to look at this Premium Kit 4. And so if you paid for the Premium Kits, this is the final one, and this time is Orcs. So I'm really excited to get this one. I'll be adding those to my Orc Commandos and putting together a little 500 point army to play boarding actions with, because I think Orcs are going to be the most fun option for that. You're going to get 3 paints in here. Skarsnik Green, that's a layer paint. Another layer, Warboss Green. And then you're going to get a shade, Baeltan Green. So that's the skin of the Orcs taken care of, and combining that with the paints we've got in the collection, you should have enough to get these painted up. There's some real fun models in here. You've got your Orc Boys, so you're going to get 10 altogether. They come with 3 sprues, so lots of parts. I've got to say, I really like the look of these sprues. There's some really nice details going on here. The weapons look great. I mean, they're not that new, are they, these models? So considering the age, this is really good. I think you just got so many options. I didn't expect to have so many options with weapons and everything. So here we go. Here's the 3rd sprue for those. So you've got loads of axes or choppers. You even got a little chainsaw there, mini chainsaw, pistols, guns, all sorts of shooters. So these are going to be really fun. Can't wait to get these added in and get this 500 point army together. Okay, so the Orcs need a boss, and in this pack we get the big mech with shock attack gun, which is crazy. He can literally suck up grots and shoot them across the battlefield, which I think is awesome, and this is a really fun model. I'm just going to try and build as much randomness as I can into my army, which I think will be fun. So epic fails all round, and especially coming from these guys, the Orc Gretchen. You've got the Runt Herd here. I think these are going to be really fun. So I want a heavy Orc army. I'll probably get another 2 sets of these so I can have 30 Gretchens in one unit, because you're only allowed 1, I believe, for boarding actions. But I want 30 of them in there. I think that'd be insane, having 30 of those just clambering across the board. It'd be mental. And here are all the bases, so you're going to get lots of different sizes. Here's the 40mm base for your leader, and then you're going to get some 32mm for the boys and the runt herder, and then 25mm for all the Gretchen. So loads of bases, and that's our paints. Let's put that to one side and we'll have a look at the booklet that comes with this. So this is the Premium Edition Orcs booklet. This is going to give us all our rules and the build and paint guide for our Orcs. I'm really glad I got this Premium Edition. It kind of almost works out where it's not that much cheaper, but you get this booklet with it, the extra info. I really like these pages where it tells you all about it, and it's fun to get it delivered too, and just waiting for it's good, not getting it straight away. So yeah, these sections are brilliant. You learn all about the different weapons, and I think it's enough information. You learn this, I think you're good to go. You don't really need to go any deeper than that, unless you want to, of course. Then you've got the Runt Herd and Gretchen, great character, and so really looking forward to getting loads of those going on. Then the how to build section. The Gretchen looks super easy actually once you get to that section. They're really easy to put together. A lot of them are made already. You just need to add a head on or maybe one other small part, as you can see here. Nice and simple and quick to paint too. And then a bit of sub-assembly needed for the boss before we move on to the how to paint guide. So here it's got all the paints you need and all the different steps to work through. So nice and easy. This is a really thorough paint guide, so very impressed with this. And this is, yeah, look at all these pages taking you through every single step. So if you follow that, you're going to have no problem getting these orcs ready for battle. In the past, I painted with mostly contrast paints, but since getting this, I've tried the traditional method, and it's really helped, so I can certainly recommend giving it a go. Here we've got the finished gallery, data sheets for all the models. These are going to be changed now slightly with the points value, and you've got a mission grab the loot on the back. If you've made it this far and you're still watching the video, here's our special guest, Inquisitor Greyfax. So this one is a character pack, and this is an extra one you can sign up for, $9.99. Didn't expect this when I first started the collection, but you don't have to get it. If you don't want it, you just let them know you don't want it. Otherwise, you will get it sent automatically. Now, of course, I wanted it. $9.99 for Inquisitor Greyfax is great, and you get this info pack as well. Here's her base, which is going to be a 32mm base, and you get one small sprue, one character sprue. So this is really nice. Not sure how I'm going to use it in-game yet. Maybe as part of a kill team, a custom kill team. That might be a fun way to use this model. We'll have to wait and see. But all up, a nice little sprue and something different that I would usually paint for Warhammer 40k. So looking forward to giving this a go. Let's have a look through the character pack then. So again, we get this nice section giving you loads of information about Inquisitor Greyfax, a great way to learn some lore and about all her weapons. Then the battle record for when she's in the battles, and then how to build and paint. Very thorough paint guide again. Look at this. This is going into loads of detail for one model, so really covering all the different aspects. So this is probably one of the better painting guides. This and the Orcs I think is fantastic. They've done a really good job there. Then you've got this thing to take a picture against if you want to. I don't know if you would, but there we go. It's there if you want it. And a data sheet, Inquisitor Greyfax, with all the info. And then this on the back, how to photograph your miniatures. Some top tips. We've seen this in some articles on the community site. Now they put it in print as part of the collection. So nice addition there. So there we go, what a collection. That's a lot going on. That was one of my most fun deliveries to receive and unpackage. Really fun to get all that. And I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you a good idea about what you can expect if you've signed up for it already. Or if you're in Japan now and it's available, this is really good news because all this is coming your way over the next year or so. And so lots to look forward to. Hopefully this is the sign of things to come and we'll see this magazine getting more reach and magazines like it in the future going out further across the globe to your region, wherever you may be. So yeah, thanks so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it and it gave you a good insight as to what's included in the collection. I've also got some of the other magazines that came a lot earlier than I thought. So we'll be looking at issues 71, 72, 73 and 74 very soon. Thanks again for watching, and if you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit that notification bell too, so you can join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. A huge thanks to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these daily videos. I really appreciate that support, and if you'd like to support the channel and join the community, there's a link down below that will take you to my Patreon page. It'll be awesome to see you there.